Well, it's happened. August has come and gone again. Let's check out what was happening at Spring Brook Farm this August. The garden saw a large transition in color, with it starting out as green at the beginning, getting a little more colorful in the middle of August, till I would say it's almost full bloom at the end of August. With the garden growing so rapidly, we did a lot of harvesting. We harvested beets, we harvested tomatoes, both cherry tomatoes and large red tomatoes. We also harvested cucumbers, lots and lots of cucumbers, and we've been starting to harvest our corn. With our corn and our tomatoes and cucumbers, we've been bringing them to the dorm where our cooks have been processing them, both freezing them and doing some canning to save for future groups. A couple other items that are still growing in our garden that might get harvested in September, October are our pumpkins, our delicata squash, an artichoke, and some watermelon. While the humans have been busy harvesting all the vegetables, the insects and amphibians have been out still pollinating our plants and eating those nasty bugs that we don't want in our garden. Another project that's been happening this August up in the garden is we started disassembling our old greenhouse and taking it all apart and taking the parts and bringing it to a local nursery where they're going to be able to use the parts. And we are going to flatten that area and turn it into grass, as we have a new greenhouse that has been working marvelously this year. On the farm side this August, they started cutting for second cut hay. So those same fields that were cut in June for first cut hay are now been grown through our very wet July in August and are now being cut again a second time to provide second cut hay. Like the first cut hay, second cut hay is mowed, then tedded, then raked into rows and baled into round bales. Unlike first cut hay, second cut hay is all put into round bales and dry wrapped and stored in the dairy barn above the dairy cows. Once that's full, then it gets put into our other hay barn to get stored for the winter. So to get to the barn, the round bales are loaded into the back of the truck, and then the truck drives to the dairy barn where the skid steer pushes those round bales off the truck and then takes the round bales one at a time and stacks them into the top of the dairy barn, where the barn gets fuller and fuller so it can't fit any more hay. Staying on the farm side, our new laying chicks went outside for the first time this month. They were a little apprehensive at first, but now have really started to enjoy being able to be outside. Can you see all of them through all the tall weeds? Another chicken project that happened this August was our old laying hens we gave away to some neighbors, and our old laying coop we tore down, and are also going to kind of flatten that area and turn it into grass. Lastly, on the farm side, we had 3 heifer calves born: Juniper, Atom, and Janate. Well, that's August in a nutshell. See you at the end of September.